Gear up for the Genesis Invitational by playing a few featured holes at Riviera Country Club. Get a feel for the course and earn some extra boost before the tournament. Bingo. Yes, sir. Cocksucker.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. From the beautiful Pacific Palisades in California, it's the first round of the Genesis Invitational. Andrew Catalan here, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, what an iconic spot here at Riviera Country Club. What makes this place so special?
Andrew, this is probably my favorite golf course on tour by a long shot. Does it get any better than this? For me, it doesn't. I think it's just a mixture of the holes. You have an easy par 5 to start off with, and you got a brutish par 4 right after that. It gives and it takes. But at the end of the day, you just cannot wait to play it, no matter how good you play or how poorly you play, because it's so much fun being out there. You kind of sometimes get lost at, I'm not playing that great, but man, I feel like I'm in heaven right now. It's great.
Staring down a very long putt here. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
Now this putt for birdie. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 6th. Let's go out to the par 4 second. That's a good one to build momentum on. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Setting this one up from around 205 yards out. Okay, clubbing down.
Really well done.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
This now, his 3rd shot.
Seven feet left.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. A par 4 here. This is dicey to say the least.
Nice out the rough here.
Okay, that's going to play. Down to Henny.
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Love to see that birdie on the scorecard. Here's a look at the way things stand. Our featured player is in a tie for second.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with 5 wood. That one will not settle on the green.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Oh, that was so close. A par putt, tap in. For more, we send it down to John.
Well, I'm down on the 7th hole, and JT's just getting ready for his next shot.
That's a lovely looking stroke. This is on the tracks. And makes it. What a bomb.
Let's take a moment to update everything on the course with a look at the leaderboard.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Bit disappointing, that one. Sitting at 3 under par.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, I'm over here on the 9th. This is Tony Finau's next shot.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Putting for birdie here. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The par 3 6th is unique in the fact that there's a bunker that sits right in the center of the green here, Rich. These days, a modern architect would probably be shot for designing a hole like this, but we look at it as a masterpiece.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Wow, got absolutely all of that one. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Let's go back and take a look at some highlights from Justin Thomas. 6 under par if this one drops. Henny is right there.
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
That looked good all the way. A 3-footer coming up.
A good look at par here.
That one drops. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Over to number 8, it's a par 4. Ooh, boy, not pretty. 5 under at the moment. That one appears to be short. Looking to get up and down from here. Here's one to walk away with a par. John, give us a read on this putt.
This one pretty much looks like it's going right to left.
Well, that one was a bit firm. 4 feet remains. And after that hole, he is slipping in the standings. The tee shot at number 9.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Well, that's the way you play it. Let's take a look at what happened earlier today.
An absolute beauty of an approach.
He has this putt for a share of first place. The putt goes in. That's a birdie, and that's the way you bounce back. He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
I think he likes that one. Here's a highlight from earlier today at 14.
Look at the shot that this player possesses.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. Trying to get to 6 under with this putt. Henny is greenside.
18-footer here is what he's facing.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. Okay, moving on to the next. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just 10 feet to the cup here. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt is breaking right to left.
What a putt that was. And that will take him to 6 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. Now leading by 1 shot. Reach the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That one should find the surface. A 7-footer right here. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
There's been some great action out on the course. Let's take a look at this highlight from another person's play. Tony Finau has got plenty of power, but he's also got plenty of finesse. Let's return to live play now. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, that would have been nice to make. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
He's got this left for birdie. The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Here's a look at how things stand. He's got the lead, but Max Homa right behind him. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
This putt is 14 feet away.
Looking for another birdie here.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This putt back up the hill, moving to the right.
Another birdie. That's 2 in a row, and there's starting to be a little buzz on the grounds.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Let's check out the 17th. It's a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Love it. Aggressive and almost rewarded. This is the third. Man, that was a good shot. 7 feet to the cup.
This is for birdie.
That looked good for a while. And just this short one left for par. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Out to the 18th tee.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Oh, that's the way you finish a birdie on the closing hole. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan.